Can you help me understand what else was happening more broadly in Canada that made it possible for you to do what you did? Because I think this is, yes, leadership's important, but you also need to be able to tap into the energy sentiments of a broader, in this case, nation. Can you explain a little bit about what was it about that time, that moment, that made it possible for you to have the progress you did on truth and reconciliation?
Yeah, I mean, Canada's been this kind of interesting project that we've been working on, and there's no template to, how Canada should develop and will develop. But I think, when we first started working on what became the TRC and the settlement agreement, there was a real sense of sort of a compelling vision with respect to justice for residential school survivors, and a lot of things about justice and human rights were happening in Canada more generally. So there was a sort of a soft landing for that idea about justice. We'd just gone through a couple processes in the couple decades leading up to that, of Canada doing a lot of introspection through the Meech Lake Accord, through the Charlottetown Accord, trying to figure out, like, how do we work together, and how can we ensure that Quebec, as an example, feels that it's part of the fabric of Canada, but at the same time, kind of wrestling with the limited vision of two founding nations. The idea that we're this French English duality, when in fact there's a huge Indigenous component to Canada that was here before anyone ever thought of the word Canada, and before the French or the English ever thought that there may be um, a Turtle Island, a place that they would end up finding home.